Welcome to Streaming News Network, where we deliver balanced reporting with the facts that matter. This edition is hosted by Claude McDaniel. Please like and subscribe.
This is Claude McDaniel, and this is Streaming News Network. We begin with our first report. A University of California, Berkeley mathematics professor is sounding the alarm over college math readiness, warning that some freshmen are arriving with significant gaps in basic mathematics. Professor Zvezdalina Stankova says she has encountered students struggling with fundamentals such as fractions and algebra, even while enrolled in courses designed to prepare them for advanced mathematics. Her concerns are supported by testing conducted on approximately 2,800 students between 2021 and 2023. The results showed that only about 51% were considered ready, or nearly ready, for Calculus 1. By 2023, that figure had dropped to 44%. 17% reportedly answered none of the 8 tested topics correctly. Stankova and other University of California faculty members are calling for a reconsideration of test-blind admissions and renewed consideration of the Scholastic Assessment Test and American College testing exams. The university has announced a data-driven review of standardized testing and college preparedness, as more selective colleges reconsider test-optional policies. This is Streaming News Network. A 19-year-old man is facing felony charges following a shooting at Virginia State University that left 5 people wounded early Saturday morning. Police say Cameron Harris, who is not a university student, allegedly opened fire near campus residence halls shortly after 1:30 in the morning. The victims, ranging in age from 17 to 23, included one Virginia State student. One person was critically injured, while another was treated and released. More than 14 hours later, Chesterfield County Police reportedly found Harris hiding inside a closet in Seward Hall, a campus dormitory. He was taken into custody at approximately 4 in the afternoon. Harris faces 4 counts of malicious wounding and 4 firearm-related felony charges. He is being held without bond. The university was temporarily placed under lockdown following the shooting. Authorities say the motive remains under investigation, along with whether anyone else may have been involved. This is Streaming News Network. Baseball legend Tommy John has died at the age of 83, just days after sharing an emotional farewell message from hospice care. John died peacefully at his home in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, surrounded by his wife, Cheryl, and family members, according to his agent. The 4-time Major League Baseball All-Star spent 26 seasons in the majors, recording 288 victories, including 164 after undergoing the groundbreaking elbow surgery that ultimately became known as Tommy John surgery. In 1974, John suffered a torn ulnar collateral ligament while pitching for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Team physician Dr. Frank Jobe performed an experimental procedure using a ligament from John's wrist. After missing the entire 1975 season, John returned to baseball the following year. He went on to win more than 20 games in both 1979 and 1980 with the New York Yankees and became one of baseball's most enduring success stories. In his farewell message, John thanked the Yankees, his teammates, fans, and Dr. Jobe, whose pioneering procedure went on to help countless pitchers continue their careers. Tommy John leaves behind a remarkable baseball legacy that extends far beyond his statistics. This is Streaming News Network. A 17-year-old Massachusetts teenager is facing murder charges after his mother and younger brother were found dead inside their home in the Boston suburb of Acton. Prosecutors allege Arjun Aravind had previously used ChatGPT and other internet searches to explore theoretical or fictional scenarios involving the killing of his family. Aravind has been charged as an adult with 2 counts of murder, along with assault and battery charges. He pleaded not guilty and has been ordered held without bail. Police were called to the home Tuesday evening after Aravind's father requested a welfare check. A tutor had reportedly been unable to enter the house, and repeated attempts to reach the family went unanswered. Officers found 14-year-old Siddharth Aravind dead on the first floor and 45-year-old Sudha Venkatesan in the finished basement. Prosecutors say investigators found evidence of a violent struggle and preliminary indications of blunt force trauma. Authorities later found Aravind around 3:40 Wednesday morning inside his mother's vehicle in nearby Wayland. His attorney has requested a mental health evaluation. The case remains under investigation, and the teenager is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in court. This is Streaming News Network. Iranian lawmakers are considering legislation that could send citizens to prison for speaking with foreign media organizations viewed as hostile to the Islamic Republic. Under the proposed measure, interviews or communications with foreign news outlets could result in prison sentences ranging from 6 months to 2 years unless they receive approval from Iran's intelligence ministry. The legislation comes as Iran faces growing economic pressure, with reports of rising inflation, unemployment, and increasing hardship for ordinary citizens. The proposed bill would also target individuals accused of advancing policies or legislative proposals under the direction of foreign intelligence agencies. Those cases could be handled by Iran's revolutionary courts, with potential prison sentences of up to 30 years. An Iranian parliamentary official emphasized that the individual provisions have not yet been fully debated or approved. The proposal follows similar legislation adopted after last year's 12-day conflict. Critics say such measures could further restrict independent journalism and make it increasingly difficult for Iranians to tell the outside world what is happening inside their country. The legislation remains under consideration. This is Streaming News Network. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries is facing criticism from progressives after declining to endorse Medicare for all and distancing himself from the agenda of the Democratic Socialists of America. During a Sunday television interview, Jeffries said he has not co-sponsored recent Medicare for all legislation. He said Democrats should first address problems in the healthcare system before building a broader alternative. A 2020 analysis estimated that Medicare for all could cost between $2.5 trillion and $3.5 trillion annually over a decade, depending on the proposal and how it is financed. Jeffries was also asked whether the Democratic Socialists of America belongs within the Democratic Party. He said he does not support the organization's agenda as it has been articulated, while emphasizing that the party includes progressives, moderates, and other factions. Jeffries specifically rejected calls to defund the police, establish open borders, or abolish the United States Senate. He also said he supports major reforms to immigration and customs enforcement rather than abolishing the agency. His comments triggered sharp criticism from several progressive commentators, who argued that Jeffries does not adequately represent the party's left wing. The exchange highlights continuing divisions within the Democratic Party over health care, immigration, policing, and the role of democratic socialism. This is Streaming News Network. An Atlanta man whose federal prison sentence for fentanyl trafficking was commuted by former President Joe Biden has been arrested again on new drug charges. Federal prosecutors say 46-year-old Walter Lee Muhammad was taken into custody after authorities allegedly discovered large quantities of suspected narcotics in his vehicle and apartment. Investigators say Muhammad was observed loading suspected drugs into his BMW in Atlanta on August 5 before driving more than 330 miles to Greensboro, North Carolina. A traffic stop involving a police canine reportedly led authorities to approximately 29 kilograms of suspected cocaine inside the vehicle. The following day, federal agents searched Muhammad's Atlanta apartment and allegedly found another 7 kilograms of suspected heroin and 2 kilograms of suspected fentanyl. Muhammad had previously received a 10-year federal sentence for a 2020 fentanyl conviction. That sentence was commuted by Biden in December 2024 as part of a group of nearly 1,500 federal sentence commutations. Prosecutors say Muhammad also has earlier drug convictions dating to 1999 and 2010. He is currently being held by the United States Marshals Service and is expected to appear in federal court in Georgia. The new allegations remain pending, and Muhammad is presumed innocent unless proven guilty. This is Streaming News Network. Country music legend George Strait is mourning the loss of longtime friend and rodeo champion Phil Lyne, who died Friday in Cotulla, Texas, at the age of 79. Strait remembered Lyne as a true cowboy and friend, saying he left a lasting mark on South Texas and the entire rodeo world. Born in San Antonio in 1947, Lyne entered his first rodeo at just 4 years old. He went on to become one of the most accomplished all-around cowboys in rodeo history. Lyne joined the Rodeo Cowboys Association in 1969 and was named Rookie of the Year. Just 2 years later, he won both the all-around cowboy and tie-down roping world championships, repeating both titles in 1972. His remarkable versatility included competition in 5 events: bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, bull riding, tie-down roping, and steer wrestling. Lyne later stepped away from professional rodeo to raise his daughters on his Texas ranch, but returned to competition and won the 1990 Professional Steer Roping World Championship. He was inducted into the Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame in 1979 and received numerous other honors. George Strait's farewell reflects the legacy of a Texas cowboy remembered by fans, competitors, and friends across the rodeo world. This is Streaming News Network. I'm Claude McDaniel with Streaming News Network. Actress Hayden Panettiere has died at the age of 36, following years of publicly documented struggles with addiction and mental health. The former child star, known for roles in Heroes and Nashville, previously spoke openly about opioid addiction and alcohol abuse, describing a difficult period in which she felt she had reached rock bottom. Panettiere also revealed that she experienced severe postpartum depression following the birth of her daughter, Kaya, whom she shares with former professional boxer Vladimir Klitschko. In her memoir, Panettiere described feeling emotionally disconnected after becoming a mother and struggling to form a bond with her daughter. She later acknowledged that her alcohol dependency affected her career and contributed to her departure from Nashville. Panettiere also discussed losing a long-time relationship with cosmetics company Neutrogena after publicly sharing her experience with postpartum depression. Throughout her later years, she emphasized recovery, honesty, and the work required to rebuild her life. Her representative described Panettiere as an extraordinary presence who brought love and joy to her family, friends, and millions of fans. Hayden Panettiere leaves behind a career that began in childhood and a personal story that brought greater attention to addiction, postpartum depression, and the challenges of recovery. I am Claude McDaniel for Streaming News Network. Thank you for watching and staying informed.
Thank you for viewing Streaming News Network videos, and also short and special reports. Please like, subscribe, and tap the bell to be notified of additional reports.